Hello and welcome back to another one. And we just crossed 20,000 subscribers, so thanks for the support. Your efforts are very well appreciated. And I just want to put it out there before we get on with the video. Thanks once again. So today, the topic at hand is revisiting when Eminem shared one of the most hilarious stories about his past on the grind before he met with Dr. Dre. And in this case, it was Fat Joe that was the center of this hilarious story. Now, just a few days ago, I did a video about Fat Joe who took part in Fuse TV lie detector test and answered a couple of questions, including questions about Eminem. And if you missed that one, click the link that pops up now. So Eminem has a long history with Fat Joe that goes way back before he met Dr. Dre, and Fat Joe was one of the people in the industry that Eminem met before he got signed by Dr. Dre, and in this time period, he wished Fat Joe would sign him, and made several attempts to get Fat Joe to notice him. Coming from the video I just made about Fat Joe days ago, I believe this is the best time to revisit something like this, and today I'll be sharing a clip of Eminem narrating one of those attempts to get Fat Joe's attention. And at this stage in Eminem's life, it didn't matter how childish or quirky these efforts seemed, Eminem just wanted to move forward with his career in hip-hop. The ball was in Fat Joe's court, and I'll get to more on that after this clip.
I actually got a funny Fat Joe story. So we're sitting in front of the hotel, right? And me and Biz got the boombox, and we're playing our demos, right? Hoping that some rapper's gonna walk by and go, "Yo, what is that? I'm signing you." I love it. So Fat Joe pulls up in a limo, and this is when the whole East Coast, West Coast thing had really started popping off, right? It was getting hot. So we're sitting on the wall where right before the entrance of the hotel. See Fat Joe get out the limo. Yo, Fat Joe. Somebody yells, "West Coast." Fat Joe's like, now mind you, this dude is as big as Fat Joe. And I'll bet you if he hears the story, he'll know what I'm talking about. Somebody says West Coast as he gets out the limo. He's like, "East Coast, what?" They get up in each other's faces. Like Fat Joe walked right up to the dude. They got in each other's faces. We thought, oh. So, and Fat Joe was like, "Yeah, do something. And nothing happened. Dude didn't do anything. And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." He's walking away. You motherfucker. So, me and Bazaar are like, this might not be a good time. Let's go over to, let's see where KRS-One's staying at.
Now, I don't know how many of you guys have heard of this clip before, but this was a classic case of desperate times require desperate measures on Eminem's part. And as we know it today, he finally made it through and is currently living the dream. Before we get on, if you're new here, also hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And something about Eminem's story sounds familiar to what's been going on this channel. Eminem said they were playing the records out loud to get the attention of the likes of Fat Joe, wishing he'd hear the songs and be like, "Yo, that song is fire." And that sounds awfully similar to making these videos on this channel to get the main man's attention. Of course, it's not the same as making music, but who knows what could happen in the future when E.T. becomes the official publicist of Eminem. Now, Fat Joe was balling at that time and couldn't see what was in front of him for reasons that most people at that time would consider logical, well thought out reasons not to sign Eminem. And to this day, he states that it is his biggest regret in his career, passing up the chance to sign Eminem. He got 6 demos from Eminem, never listened to anyone. He wasn't really bothered, and from this story, Eminem even tried to pull some additional comical stunts to get this man to notice him, but it didn't just work out, which leads us to the next point I want to make. Have you tried to picture what it would look like if Fat Joe signed Eminem? From my perspective, I just don't see how things would have turned out I can't really explain. We know Eminem is talented, but no one can say for certain how things would have been if Eminem went with Fat Joe. But that doesn't mean we can't discuss the ifs and maybes in the comments section. So I look forward to reading your thoughts about this. What if Eminem got signed by Fat Joe? How do you think that would have turned out? Would you have preferred Eminem with Fat Joe, or do you think Fat Joe missing the opportunity was a blessing in disguise for Eminem? Tell us below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.